Hey everyone, so I decided that I wanted to do videos now on basically news articles and things that I've seen that's really fucking pisses me off. Now, as a second video, I wanted to discuss these body scanners at airports. Now, if you're like me, I do travel, okay? And, you know, if you go to a convention, if you're a nerd, or if you have to do business out of state or whatever, you're doing company stuff, you have to take a plane. Because sometimes driving's just not an option. Now, the government has implemented this new setup for these body scan machines. Now, the government and the airline companies, well, it's really not even them, it's more of the government tells them you have to do this, and then they say, yes sir, we'll do whatever you tell us. They are saying it's to protect us from terrorists. I understand, okay, you don't want somebody blowing up a fucking plane. Yeah. But, where is the privacy? They're allowed to scan you and look at you completely naked, which is basically like a fucking cavity search. They treat you like a fucking criminal. I was reading an article on Yahoo, a guy that had gone through one of the airports, and he had put his stuff on the regular scanning thing, and when like the x-ray or whatever, the metal detector, but he had his stuff go through the x-ray stuff, and while he had it go, his stuff was going, some person said you need to get into the other line, which was the body scan, and he said I'd rather stay here because his stuff was on the line. So then they start yelling, and this guy is ex-military, and he said that they started yelling opt out, and they were all freaking out, and some guy came up to him and did this pat down, and started going thoroughly through every one of his bags. Now, I understand we need x-ray machines. Yeah. But what the fuck? It has gotten to the point, if you are in the United States, you are living in neo-Nazi Germany. And if you think I'm full of shit, watch what happens in the next few years. Our constitutional rights are being trampled upon. Every fucking day. And they use things like terrorists and fear as a way to persuade you to look the other way. Because God knows how terrifying it is to think, oh my God, there could be a terrorist on my flight. Yeah, but everyone's a terrorist now? Everyone has been labeled guilty until proven innocent. Where the fuck is habeas corpus? It's fucking bullshit. I want you guys' opinion on this shit too. I'm a patriot. I'm not a fucking Democrat. I'm not a fucking Republican. I believe that this country can be the best fucking country in the world. But we have people, politicians, and fucking Congress people that want our rights taken away, piece by piece. They look at what the situation with, fucking, Ahmadinejad and how, Saddam Hussein ran his country and shit. Basically, there's no voting, there's no rights at all, there's only control. And that's what's happening now. Look at the Obama administration, for Christ's sakes. There's not an election for people that are on his cabinet. They're czars. Go on to Wikipedia, look up czars. Czars are people that get chosen positions. They're not voted in. That's not a democracy. Bit by bit, regardless if you fucking believe me or not, our rights are being taken away. And it is up to us to fucking fight back. It says in the Constitution that every few generations it is up to the American people to take back the government, because if you don't, the government will be corrupt. This is what we're dealing with. Having to fucking have, like, anal cavity searches just to get on a fucking plane. They already proved that the fucking Christmas bomber, or whatever, that that the bomb that he was carrying in his shoe or trying to create wouldn't even have blown up the plane. That may not be a consolation for many people, but the point is they're using fear and they're using diversions to make you turn the other way and say, oh, it's okay, it's for our best interests. It's not for our best interests. It's for control. And you go online, look at documentaries about the Holocaust and how shit started and how Hitler took over Poland and took over Germany and how he orchestrated it in the first place. Exactly the way it's happening here. He slowly started taking the rights away from the people. And you know what really fucking sucks? Is that we have so many fucking people in this country, all over the fucking world, that don't have opinions for themselves, that are so easily fucking controlled. Because God forbid you have your own opinion, because you're so fucking afraid that somebody's going to say, oh no, that's wrong. God forbid. Look at what's happening, people. Do you realize that the fucking people at Auschwitz and all these other fucking concentration camps, the people that were throwing children into fucking ovens, when they got caught and they were arrested and they were put up in front of a jury, their response was, I was just doing my job. Where is that line? Where is the fucking line that shouldn't be crossed? Have we become that fucking blind that we're just going to let everything go? Like we don't care because we're so worried about security. Well, let me leave you with a saying that Benjamin Franklin said. Those who give up freedom for security deserve neither. Think about that.